Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Hey, you got three, three down. Kill. 60 Bison. Switch.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on fourth down.
Three down.
Now Jones. Got his target, Samuel. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
27-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Swift. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. From the gun, Jones. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. DeAndre Swift, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting it up.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Operating from the gun. Glenn out to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On on second down now. Atkins, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Back to throw. Glenn, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Dances by him, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
On 1st and 10, Glenn finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 6. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. They'll try the left side. Atkins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Makes the score.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 7, Jones. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Here we go, dude. Here I come again.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Running is Swift. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate. Incomplete.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphin field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Glenn. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Glenn, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but third down. From the gun, Glenn. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than when I get expected up the back. In fact, I know I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 30 big ones.
10 at the 24-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff off to Thompson. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
Number 36 on the carry.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
20-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Pass complete.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 34-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Jones pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Oh, you got back to 60. Back to 60.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there, 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone. but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Throwing on 1st down. Glenn. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Off the play fake. Glenn. He's going to rifle one deep left. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there for Indy. And even 40 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They're looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
To number 30.
From 8 yards out. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
The extra point.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
5-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Jones throwing on 1st down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Right here, guys.
To throw again, Jones. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Glenn. Forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Glenn. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Jones took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. On 1st down, Atkins, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Atkins. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Looking to throw. Glenn. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Indianapolis.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Glenn. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Throwing on 3rd and long. Glenn. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
A try here for the extra point.
His kick is good.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jones. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
For number 13, incomplete. Derwin James on the coverage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Jones.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
49.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Colts, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Miami, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.